This is David with High Performance Stoicism. I want to talk to you about why Stoics don't judge other people, about why Stoics aren't judgmental. In order to do this, I have to clarify that there are two senses of judging, or two senses of judgment, involved in this discussion. Let's start with one sense of judging that the Stoics will be engaged in, just like every other human being. So if someone steals something and they're caught red-handed, if you witness someone assaulting another person for no good reason, then we say that action was wrong. We make that judgment. And if someone is engaged in a lot of really bad things, then at some point we say, well, that is a bad person. So in that respect, Stoics are like everyone else. But when we talk about judging other people or being judgmental, we mean a different sense of judgment. We mean condemnation. So Stoics don't condemn other people for what they do, even if what they do is wrong, and even if they truly are, from all the evidence, bad people. Stoics don't say, I condemn that person. Stoics don't engage in righteous indignation and get outraged by what people do. Now, there's a couple of reasons for this, but in order to understand them, it all starts with Stoic value theory. So let's review a couple of basics. According to the Stoics, the only thing in the universe that is truly good is virtue. So we're talking about having courage, prudence, temperance, and justice. And the only thing that is truly bad in life is the opposite of that, which is being cowardly, being imprudent, being self indulgent, and being an unjust person. That is what is truly bad. And that's going to come into play in our discussion of why Stoics don't judge other people. Think about this. You witness someone doing something wrong, you witness them stealing something out in the open. It's obvious that they've stolen some good from a department store. And you watch them walk out of the store, you know they've stolen something, so you make the judgment in the first sense, well, that was wrong. But why don't we judge that person? Here's why. According to the Stoics, that person is ignorant of what they did. Think about the value theory now, because by doing that action, by doing an act of injustice, the Stoics say they have made themselves into a worse person. So they have harmed someone, they have harmed themselves. That's the key thing to keep in mind. So the reason not to get outraged is because the harm they did is to themselves by becoming a more unjust person, more cowardly, and so forth. And so it was out of ignorance that this person did this. Another reason not to be outraged by what they did is because they're getting worse in the process. In other words, they're making their own lives worse and worse because they're missing the great good of virtue that is available to everybody who wants to start acting more rationally, start acting more justly, and that includes not stealing things. But there's another important reason not to judge that person or condemn them, and that is because it's messing up your own mental equilibrium. When we see somebody do something wrong and we take it upon ourselves to be the judge condemning that person for that action, we get outraged. We experience righteous indignation and it gets us angry. And according to the Stoics, anger is simply the desire to seek revenge. That's what we want to see happen to that person. We want the that person to get their just desserts and be punished. And the Stoics won't disagree with the punishment part, but it's not about revenge. So the main reason not to judge other people is because it's ruining your life. It's making your soul go into turmoil and it's making you angry and satisfied with only being satisfied with this person receiving punishment. And if you look at human nature over time, you'll find out that, yes, it was wrong that this person stole something from the store, but human beings have a tendency to go a little overboard in what they think would be a just outcome. And that's why it's good to have a good justice system where these things are examined carefully and outside of the scene of the crime so that cooler heads can prevail. But there's nothing in it that's good for you by judging another person. I'm sure you've met some people, maybe it's in your own experience. I know that in my experience, there's been times where I got excited about my judgmental stance on what a person did, but it really never did anything good for me. And let's go back to basics. It's out of my power that this person did it. It's out of my power, for example, to punish this person or stop them. So it's really counterproductive to do this. But the main reason is it's hurting them. They're ignorant of what they're doing. And it's really going to diminish my mental state if I make a huge federal case of what this one person did. So the intelligent thing would be do what you can to stop the bad person, come forth as a witness about it, and then you've done what's just, but you've maintained your mental equilibrium the whole time. So that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, give me your comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.